Welcome to the Freedom Foundation Session Watch. I am Corey Burris, and with me is Jamie Lund, here to talk about education, which is always a big topic during session every year. But we worked with the Friedman Foundation and actually came out with a study that had some kind of surprising numbers. Now, we are not really known in this state as being a pro-school options state. We've been unable to pass charter schools here in the past, but one of the interesting stats coming out of this is 60% of parents polled believed that charter schools would be good in this state.
Right. The polling data shows that 60% support expanding options, specifically charter schools, and other forms of options like tuition tax credits for those who pay taxes had even higher public support. So in the past, there's been some suggestion that Washington citizens don't like charter schools. This polling says, no, that's not the case.
That's interesting. So, you know, there's a lot of interesting things kind of in this entire piece. There's a lot of things, like you said, tax credits are going to finally be finally coming into public conscious as a good thing. But one of the interesting things is most people still think we need to spend more on education.
That was another element that was revealed in the study, that people believe that not enough is being spent on education. And when asked, how much do you think we're spending, more than half of them were wrong about that. There were only 1 in 5 that could accurately guess that we're spending between $8,000 and $10,000 on public education per student. Everybody else thought we were down at the 2,000 or 4,000 mark. And so, yeah, there was some misconception there. So of course people thought not enough is being spent on education.
So the message out there that we don't have enough money for schools is getting through, but not the real stats behind it, so to speak.
Right, and in this study even went farther and said, when you tell them first how much is being spent, and then ask them, is enough being spent, the numbers changed dramatically, and people thought generally, yeah, that's about the right amount when they knew the actual number. When they believed incorrectly, they were only spending $4,000 to $6,000 on education, well then of course they were saying more should be spent.
Right. And you know, I think there also was kind of a consensus and a majority thought that, you know what, education is on the wrong track in this state.
That was a particularly surprising number. There were 52% who said education is on the wrong track in this state. And even more interesting, when you ask the open question, if we let you choose your own school for your kids, what would you pick? And there was a 56% that said they would choose something. They would choose charter schools, they would choose private schools, they would choose homeschooling.
So something
outside of the normal public education system if they had the option. So people want to choose something, and they just don't have those options in today's world.
It's a very interesting study, especially when in session right now they're trying to decide where should money go and where should it not go. It's an interesting idea. So where can people find out more about this?
Well, we of course have released the survey findings on our website, and that's probably the most effective way to get that information. There are a number of other questions and findings that I'm sure most people would find very interesting that were just released.
All right. You can always check out all of our information at myfreedomfoundation.org or follow us on Facebook for more information.